talking me nuts. You could speed that up a bit.
Welcome everyone to the first round of track action from Brands Hatch. We are here today with Andrew Mitchell in the 206 and David Clark in his Renault 5 GT Turbo, and we're just getting ready for qualifying. So let's see how we get on today. So Dave, how was qualifying?
You just knew it, didn't you? You knew the child was going to come out of it.
So Dave, how was qualifying?
Yeah, qualifying was good. Car was good. We've made a lot of changes over the winter, different setup, different tyres, and we're trying to obviously work out what is working. It feels like it's a bit of a step back with the times we've just done. But yeah, like I say, it's all testing. I think we just need to change a bit on the car just to try and get obviously the car just turning in better, really. You know, it just don't seem to be turning into the corners. But yeah, other than that, I mean, the car's good. As you can see, the bonnet's still on, which is always a good sign.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's just a setup issue. Because we've made so many changes to the car and we haven't really tested. So when we did come here testing, we were just sorting out all the tyre rubbing issues. We've sorted that out and now we have to concentrate on the actual setup of the car. So, but yeah, other than that, yeah, it's all good.
Nice. Well, good luck in race one.
Thank you.
Testing. Still testing. Can you hear me? Are we videoing? Are you going to ask me a question? Are you going to ask me how it went?
I guess we can stop talking. So how was qualifying?
Yes, it was okay actually. I've got different tyres on. They're still the Nankangs NS2Rs, but I've gone for a 16-inch 205/45/16 because I thought they would be slightly better and less squealy, but they still squeal just like the other 15-inch ones and still quite understeery. So there wasn't really an improvement, and my lap times were no quicker. In fact, apparently I did get into the 59s, but I had a lap time deleted for going over track limits. But my quickest lap time was just a 1 minute 0.003 or something. So hopefully I can get to the 59s because I haven't qualified on pole. Dale Edwards has got a 59.8, so he's a gnat's whisker ahead of me. And the other two 206s, they're only a gnat's whisker behind me, so it's going to be close. Hopefully we'll just keep it all nice and clean and have a good race. So I'm going to maybe do a little couple of tweaks to the tyre suspension to see if I can get the car to be less understeery and go from there.
And how was the brake pedal?
Not very nice at all. Brake pedal goes nearly to the floor. I was dabbing it down the straights to just make sure it was there before I came to a braking zone. It doesn't give me any confidence at all. I do need to look at the brake pads. I think they are low, but they're not ready to wear out yet. So it shouldn't be bad, but it's not good. But I could put some new discs on, that might help, but we'll see.
Cool. Well, good luck in race one.
Lovely, thank you very much.
Dave, why is the bonnet off?
Just checking everything, just making sure everything's all okay. And just checking really.
Good. What are you doing now?
Well, it's funny you should say that. Because it's very understeery out there. Might be because the trucks are here and they're putting sort of oil and grease and water over the track. But I'm going to try pumping up the rear tyres a bit. Could make it very, very leery, and I might come off, or it could make it nice. But we'll see. Unless you try these things, you don't. So I'm going to pump the tyres up a little bit. Not too much. Someone said put an extra £10 in. Put an extra 3. Extra £3.
Well, what are you doing then?
Ah, funny you should ask. I'm adjusting my rear dampers, making them slightly firmer to see if that helps the turning. Trying to cure a bit of the understeer. We've pumped the rear tyres up a bit. I'm just firming up the dampers. Dampers isn't really the best thing. You really need firmer rear suspension. But I thought I'll try it. I'm only doing a couple of extra notches. So you won't see it unless you get under there.
What are you doing?
Funny you should ask that. I'm removing some lead from my car because it was overweight. I was 20 kilos over. I've already taken some weight out, but I need to take some more out. I've actually only got 6 kilos of lead in here because these plates are each 2 kilos.
What are you doing?
Well, funny you should ask. Putting my cameras back in because I had to take them out so we could check that the footage worked. Because occasionally, with all the shaking of the car, they mess up. But they seem to work.
Arena will be going into traffic before too much. But it doesn't need to worry though, because it's got 103 seconds to lead it around to Jacob.
race one?
Yeah, race one was good. Didn't get a very good start. Then we just had to make up some places, and then we was just like losing like power, which we now found out was the exhaust housing on the turbo was coming like loose, so we was losing obviously boost through there. So yeah, near the end it was just a case of we ain't got no power, just backed off and just to finish the race.
So could you feel the difference?
In the power,
In the power?
yeah. You just feel it just don't pull like it normally does. When you've got a boost leak, it's quite noticeable because it's quite a surge in like power when the boost starts coming in. And then when we got back here and we took it apart, we could see that all the bolts were loose. So the housing was literally just like wobbling around.
What was the Croft?
Lovely, thanks Coral, thank you, bye.
How was race one?
Race one was pretty good actually. Didn't win it, but I had a very good battle with Dale Edwards. It was good close racing. To start with, first couple of laps, I didn't know whether I was going to get on top of him, but I managed to slowly reel him in. And then eventually got right on top of him, put him under a bit of pressure. Eventually he made a bit of a mistake going into paddock, got next to him, got him up into Druids. And then when I went through, is it Clearways? Went on the curb there, then I went on the curb on the other side, went to brake for Clark Corner, brake pedal virtually to the floor. All it did was pull on the offside rear brake and the car went sideways. He got back down my inside. So I had to do it all over again, got right up behind him. But then it was close to the end of the race. There was about 5 or 6 cars that were coming up to lap us. And I just got absolutely mugged by them. And they didn't quite catch Dale because he was still a couple of car lengths ahead of me. So I thought, okay, one more lap. Hopefully they'll get behind him and I can get back on him. But no, that was checker flag. So that was that. That was the end of that. But it was a good race. I was a little bit annoyed myself that I hit the curb so hard that I lost the brake pedal. Because unfortunately I got a bit of pad knock off and there was just literally nothing. So a few expletives and I was getting ready for race 2 and I was going to have a cracking race 2, but they've just cancelled it because the trucks have wrecked the track and have wrecked the barrier. Well, one truck. Car was good though in the first race. Does have obviously the brake pedal issue, which I think is discs and pads. I'll put some new discs and pads, hopefully that will sort most of it out. And then we'll be ready to go at Thruxton in a couple of weeks' time.
Nice. We'll see you at Thruxton.